This is a message from the island community on Iona to the Iona community as you launch the public phase of the Abbey Capital Appeal, and I'm speaking on behalf of Iona Community Council, which is the statutory body that represents the island community. And we send you our warmest support and good wishes for this next phase. We really celebrate the success that you've had so far in drawing resources from around the world to refurbish the Abbey, and your spectacular success in May. And it's very exciting to be moving on to this next phase in sight of that line that you've got to cross. And the Abbey's renewal is part of a wider renewal of the whole island. There's a universal feeling on Iona just now that the island is really thriving and regenerating. The Abbey's refurbishment is a vital part of that regeneration. Our island community is very small, it's only about 150 people, but it's very dynamic, it's very resourceful, and it's increasingly youthful. The energy and growth of the island is really beautifully expressed in the energy and growth of Iona Primary School. In the year 2000, there were about 4 children in the school, and it was threatened with closure, like a lot of remote schools are. 5 years ago, there were 7 children. That was good growth, good progress. Today, we have 21 children in the school. And today, this very day, 29th of June, 5 of those children are completing their journey through Iona Primary School, and they're moving on to the next step, which is weekly boarding at Oban High School. That is a huge step for the children, for their families, including 3 of us in Iona Community Council, 3 of 6 of us in the council. But as these 5 move on, as they transition from primary 7 to high school, we're watching another 5 children take their place and transition from nursery into primary 1. So unlike many other remote communities, we're very lucky here, and on average we're actually getting more youthful. Another vital part of the island's renewal is Iona Village Hall, which is a building that's important to you as it is to us. And many Iona community members will have spent or misspent many of the happiest moments of their lives in that hall, dancing at weddings, listening to some of the amazing music that we attract to this island. And you know how fundamental the hall is to our community life and to our well-being. Its importance just can't be overstated. And this time next year, we hope we'll be well underway with constructing a new village hall after years of community effort and creativity and fundraising to create this new centre of community life. There's a very strong drive on Iona just now for a more sustainable future, which we know you also share with us, and the new hall is part of that, and so is the drive on Iona for renewable energy. The environmental challenges we face on this island are a microcosm of the challenges the whole world faces, and what we're trying to do is a microcosm of what the whole world needs to do. All our energy is imported, a lot of it is carbon heavy and it's dirty, and all our revenue goes back off the island again. And we've got a roadmap to transform that situation and literally repower this island. We're working very hard to start construction in September of the Iona Heat Network, with 37 buildings, including the school, the hotels, the hall, and very importantly, absolutely crucially, the Abbey. And we enormously appreciate the steadfast commitment we've had from the Iona community behind these efforts and behind joining the network, which will decarbonise the Abbey heat supply and will also contribute to community benefit and to social, economic and environmental sustainability of this island that's so important to all of us. Another fundamental step towards our greater sustainability, which the Minister for Transport and Islands will be familiar with, is progress towards fit-for-purpose harbours at Finnefort and a breakwater at Iona. And that infrastructure is so badly needed and will be really transformative, including for life at the Abbey. It will bring more sustainable services and businesses and the prospect of an extended visitor season and more year-round employment. So the Abbey and the Iona community are part of our community, and we're part of yours. Just taking the 6 of us on Iona Community Council, 1 of us is an associate member of the Iona community. At least 2 of us are children of Iona community members whose connection with this island began through our parents helping to build the Abbey, rebuild the Abbey with George MacLeod in the 60s. One of us is Jane Martin, who was the Abbey Monument Manager for many years until last year. One of us is married to Anya, whose amazing talents with food nourish the Iona community members and visitors and the whole island. And one of us is married to Joanne, who is part of your capital appeal fundraising. We've really greatly appreciated the Iona community's renewed consciousness of the island community and the support that you've given us in our efforts to strengthen and protect this island and its community. And we support you. The refurbishment of the Abbey is good for the building and for its fabric, it's good for the Iona community and its members, but it will also turbocharge the Abbey's positive contribution to island life. It will buttress employment, it will strengthen partnerships, for example through the heat network, and it will really contribute to the energy and well-being of the island. So we're all very lucky to be part of these interdependent and complementary strands of renewal of buildings, of purpose and of community. We wish you every success and we'll be cheering you on as you cross that line and open the Abbey's doors again.